Yeah, I know. Yet another Baltimore video. I promise I have content in more cities coming up soon. Philadelphia and Norfolk to be exact. But in my most recent video about the M.MTA Baltimore Metro subway link, I brought up some facts about the Red Line light rail under construction in Baltimore. And while those facts are accurate at the time of publishing, the Red Line may not end up being a light rail. There has been some pretty significant movement recently about downgrading the Red Line from a light rail to a bus rapid transit. So in other words, Maryland's about to have two governors in a row cancel the Red Line. So for those of you uninitiated, Baltimore was originally supposed to get this big 6-line, modern for the time system built out in like the 60s and 70s, similar to what you see with like BART in San Francisco or WMATA in DC. Half of one of those lines got built, and the second line got downgraded to light rail. And then you have this third line, the Red Line, that was also originally supposed to be one of these metro lines, get downgraded to light rail. Now it's being downgraded to BRT, most likely. It's not final yet. And knowing how BRT projects tend to go, it's going to get downgraded to just a bus. Now, why are they doing this? Well, it's because of cost issues. There's been a lot of open houses for community feedback recently about this project. I don't know how a lot of those open houses necessarily came out, but it looks like they were kind of led with the idea of downgrading this project to BRT. That's not the right thing to do. So, if you want to run a decent bus service along that corridor, that's not a bad idea. I'm not against that. However, trying to treat a bus line like the equivalent of Baltimore's light rail line, or especially the fact that this was originally supposed to be a the fact that this was originally supposed to be a heavy rail metro. We're talking about the fact that what was supposed to be a 6-car long metro line is now being downgraded to maybe an articulated bus, which means we're looking at a 16th of the capacity, if not less. We're looking at a significant increase in dwell times and travel times both, because this is not going to have the frequency that the metro has, and travel time is going to be way longer. Even looking at just the difference with a bus versus light rail, as slow as the light rail tends to be through central Baltimore, it runs fairly quickly out in the suburbs. So this is such a dramatic downgrade that even pretending this is the same project at this point is not an honest analysis of the situation, in my opinion. Like I said, if they want to build a bus line, that's fine. But if they're wanting to build a rapid transit line, which this corridor does need, Baltimore needs more rapid transit in general, they really need to go with light rail. As much as I want to say, build another metro line, whenever you look at the projects in the DC and Baltimore area, we had the Baltimore light rail open, and then we had a lot of attention shift over to the Purple Line in DC. And now, as the Purple Line is finishing up work, the light rail projects are moving back over to Baltimore, hopefully, assuming that, this downgrade doesn't happen. So what we're seeing is this expertise that's built up in Maryland since 2006 or so, possibly even earlier than that. A lot of that institutional knowledge for building light rail is effectively just being thrown away. There's no serious plans in DC to build light rail other than the Purple Line. And you have... The Red Line should be built to the same specification to the Purple Line. That's my opinion. More or less for the fact that you have the institutional knowledge, you can bring people on from the Purple Line project over to the Red Line in Baltimore. You also have the fact that Baltimore already runs a light rail line. They already have a lot of the infrastructure in place to support this. Now, I know bus rapid transit can be good. Problem is, This isn't Bogota. This isn't China. This isn't Ottawa. This is America. We don't do bus rapid transit here. We do bus and call it rapid transit. Like, if you look at the three systems kind of in the mid-Atlantic region that claim to be BRT, you have Flash in Montgomery County, you have Metroway in Alexandria, and you have the Pulse in Richmond. Out of all those, only one of them is even technically BRT. And that's the one in Richmond, and it barely qualifies. There's this big thing that seems to happen in the US, they call it BRT creep, where these projects will start off as metro or light rail, but they keep getting scaled back. A lot of the times it's metro to light rail to BRT. Issue is once you hit that BRT, you have a pretty significant gradient to work with between regular bus and BRT. BRT is supposed to be basically all the characteristics of light rail, it's just on tires. But what you ultimately end up with is pieces of BRT being scaled back for cost and scaled back again and scaled back again. So if we're assuming that Baltimore is intending to build like a full-fledged Bogota-style BRT system with a dedicated right-of-way and proper platforms that you have to tap in and out of at every stop, and really high frequencies and buses with low floors, and all of these other features you expect to get out of a light rail system, I'm very confident that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is the red line is going to look a lot like Flash. Flash calls itself BRT. It is not. For those of you not familiar, Flash runs from Silver Spring, a suburb just north of DC, out to what is it? White Oak, Colesville, out in that direction. It just runs out to some of the suburbs about halfway between DC and Baltimore. It has, I don't think, any dedicated bus lanes. If it does, it's very little. I think it runs in the shoulder in a few places. And it's effectively a regular bus line with nice platforms. That's all it is. Or even if you look at the Metroway in Alexandria, it's kind of the opposite of Flash. It has dedicated transit way, but a lot of the stops are just signs on the side of the road, and it still gets caught in traffic because it doesn't have nearly enough dedicated right-of-way. Considering that the light rail does not have dedicated right-of-way or signal preemption, the bus is going to have the same issues that the light rail has, and then it's going to have all the weaknesses of a bus. I think that's my rant for the most part. If they want to build a good bus line, go for it. I'm not against it. Just don't pretend it's an iteration of a proper rapid transit scheme, because this isn't, and it won't be. Baltimore needs actual rapid transit, and assuming that downgrading this plan is going to accomplish that is frankly insulting to the people in Baltimore and the people who would rely on this project. Build it right the first time. That's really all I have to say about it. Thank you for listening to my rant. Let me know what you thought about this type of video. I've been apprehensive to make more unscripted stuff like this, just because I knew I wasn't the most knowledgeable about this stuff, but been more immersed in it recently, so I feel like my opinions are probably worthwhile a little bit more than they were before. But hey, if you like my scripted stuff better, tell me that. Subscribe to see more. Like it if you liked it. You know what to do.